This is the best part. This is the best part. It's a Freaky Friday, and I figure what better way to wrap it up than make it a funny Friday. Get you in a good spirit for a nice weekend. We have our resident funny man join us right now. Barry Goldsmith is with us, and he's with us all the time. The last couple of weeks, I took some time off. We had a little hiccup one day, so we missed Barry, and we miss you dearly, my friend. He's a travel expert, professor at NYU, architectural historian, award-winning comedy writer, and also host of Been There, Haven't Done That, Sunday nights on WOR Radio here in New York. And all I'm going to say is this. When you come on, it's a pleasure. And
Thank you.
I love having you. And my question to you is this.
Your show. It's great, John.
Today is the start of the Jewish New Year. Does that have any special meaning to a Jewish man like you?
Well, it does. I'm not 100% Jewish, but the people say I'm not 100% sane either. Actually, growing up in school, I realized that Jews were not smarter than anyone, didn't necessarily study more than anyone, were not richer than anyone. They were the same, except on Jewish holidays. On Jewish holidays, we got off when other kids didn't. And I think that's wrong. I think all kids in public schools should get off on Jewish holidays too. Okay? Now, do you know what Jewish holidays reminds me of?
No.
Here, John, take a look.
What do Jewish holidays remind you of?
Jewish holidays remind me of Hollywood westerns, where all the action starts at sundown. And since there's peace now in the Middle East, actually more peace, I hope they're working out a peace treaty between Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates. That's the tongue twister. Here is a Jewish Western in Israel.
Wow.
Actually, I think you should call it a Middle Eastern instead of a Western. Now, John, take a look at this.
Let's see it.
As you can see, everything is already setting up for the public Jewish New Year's Eve celebration. Okay? The giant matzah ball is about to make its descent in Times Square this evening.
Wow, a giant matzah ball is going to fall tonight?
There it is. There it is. And when it makes its descent, it lights up the new Jewish year, 5781. Where did the 70s go? I just don't know. Time moves so fast. What am I going to say?
You are crafty, my friend. Now, let me ask you this. There's a, where do you find all these visuals? Like, I mean, you must be working day and night. You send me the jokes in the morning. You got visuals when you come on. How do you even fit all this stuff in?
Well, during lockdown, I figured I might as well make use of the time. I taught myself Photoshop. And you know why I like Photoshop? During all the rioting, Photoshop is the one shop that was never looted.
The audience is going wild, to be honest with you.
Speaking of looting, Portland, I wonder what's going on there. Whether the fires set by the rioters are going to get there before the wildfire does. But America, I tell you, is a great country. We have a Portland backup on the other coast. See that in Maine? John, did you hear today on NPR, which is native Puerto Rican radio, because everybody wants the Hispanic vote. That's NPR.
What about the COVID? What's happening? It's been a couple of weeks. What's got the most impression on you recently? The COVID stuff, the vaccine stuff? What are you working on?
Well, actually, NPR says we're going to bring back patriotism. It was on this morning. In fact, President Trump is wrapping himself now up in the American flag. But I've got fashion news for him. President Trump, sir, when you wear the flag, make sure that the red and white stripes are vertical, not horizontal. You'll look better. And also because of patriotism in school, do you know that they're going to go back in school to grade school to have patriotism? Yes?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're going to learn the electoral college when it was the electoral grade school. Okay? That's all the way back. And now Melania is going to teach in public schools in Washington. She's going to teach the Pledge of Allegiance in 5 languages to immigrant students.
Really? That's
Yes,
what Melania's going to be doing.
Yes, our great First Lady.
Wow, she is fantastic, isn't she?
She did the Rose Garden, and in fact, I'll come on with a photograph of the Rose Garden next time. She did a wonderful job with that.
That would be
And they're now
nice.
saying that the trees that were there before were chopped down by President Trump. When, like George Washington and the cherry tree. But did you know, when asked, President Trump, did you chop down those trees? You know what Trump replied?
I do not. What did he reply?
What trees?
We just had Frankie on a little while ago. How come you don't bring your comedic talents to Frankie's show?
Because he hasn't given me one of his Frankie hats yet.
Oh, you got to get a Frank Morano hat there.
And I wear it with my free Roger Stone mask. And you know what? What's been bothering me lately, because I'm a cancer survivor and I still wear masks because I'm really scared. I've been bothered by Biden people calling me on the phone. Hypochondriacs for Biden won't leave me alone everywhere I go. They bother me, those hypochondriacs.
They're crazy, these hypochondriacs. All right, well, today you drove the crowd wild. There's no doubt about that. We're going to have to leave it there because we only got 30 seconds left. But my sides are hurting because you're killing us on this Funny Friday, as usual. You guys out there, check out Barry Goldsmith on the Been There, Haven't Done That radio show heard here in New York on WOR 710. Barry, thank you so much. You're the man.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Same to you. Happy New Year to all of our friends out there, Jewish friends out there. Let me throw this on to end the show and have my third head covering of the day on. To celebrate the Jewish New Year, we go out with my Trump yarmulke. And I want to thank you all for tuning in for another great week of Liquid Lunch. And hopefully, with the will of God on our side, we will be here again on Monday. Same bad time, same bad channel, more Liquid Lunch.